Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the continuation of our Marvel HeroClix unboxing series on House of X. So far, we pulled a Chase, we've pulled two Primes, we've pulled one of which was a super rare. We've pulled, in addition to the Prime super rare, we've pulled one, two, I think three other super rares. And we've actually pulled quite a few of the major characters from the story arc. But let's continue, shall we? Alright. Oh, it should be noted, we got the Chase I got was the one that I really wanted out of all of them. Old Man Phoenix. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Got a few new figures. That's always good. Let's see. Alright, we got Celia Reyes. We've got Tessa. And we've got Marvel Girl. And we also got another Sinister clone. Go nicely with that Mr. Sinister we pulled out of the last booster. And now we finally got ourselves an extra of the common Wolverine. I had mentioned earlier that we'd managed to pull two extras of the uncommon, yet no extras of the common. Well, now we have an extra of the uncommon, or of the common, I mean. And we'll put the Krakoan Revival card there. Okay, we'll start off with Marvel Girl. It's Jean Grey in her classic green skirt costume with the yellow boots. She comes in at 80 points. It has the X-Men team ability as well as the Phoenix Force, Quiet Council, X Factor, X Force, X-Men, Cosmic, and Ruler keywords. She also has improved targeting, ignores characters, and the Krakoan Revival trait. Looking at her dial, we get a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. For our first few clicks, we go back and forth between Telekinesis and Energy Explosion before settling on Energy Explosion for her last two clicks. She's got Indomitable. Also a few clicks of Initial Deflection, followed by a couple clicks of Super Senses. Damage, we open up with a special power. We go back and forth between the special power Psychic Backlash and Probability Control. Psychic Backlash works as follows. She has Outwit. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is targeted by Outwit, after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 4 through a 6, deal the opposing character that used Outwit 1 penetrating damage. Okay. Now bear in mind, if they have Invincible, that's not going to matter, but yeah. Otherwise, not... okay. Alright. Not too shabby. I'm not entirely sold on the point cost. I think 80 might be a little high, but we'll see. Next up, we've got Tessa. So Tessa is basically Sage. It's Sage before she officially joined the X-Men. She comes at 65 points, has the Excalibur, Exiles, Hellfire Club, X-Men, and Spy keywords, as well as improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. She also has a trait, Jumpstart Mutant Abilities. Perplex. Unique modifier. When Tessa uses to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword, you may instead modify all of their combat values by +1. If you do, that character gains Protected Outwit until your next turn. And at the end of your turn, deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. Okay. That I can see some with all the healing that the X-Men team ability does include. Yeah, okay, okay, I can see that being kind of worth it. So looking at her dial, we open up with nothing on speed, but she eventually gets a couple clicks of sidestep. We got some precision strike to start with on attack, then a couple clicks at the end of Blaze Claw's fangs on attack. A few clicks of combat reflexes followed by super senses on defense. A couple clicks about wit, a literal mid-dial click of range combat expert, followed by shape change. Okay, all right, not bad, not bad. I dig it. I dig it. And finally, we've got Dr. Cecilia Reyes. So, Dr. Cecilia Reyes has been a long time X-Men ally and member, and we're finally getting a figure of her. She comes in at 30 points, has the X-Men and Scientist keywords. Looking at her dial, we open up with a couple clicks of sidestep, followed by a couple clicks of force blast. On speed, followed by on attack, we've got a couple clicks of incapacitate. On defense, we open up a couple clicks of the special power Force Field Triage, which grants her barrier, defend, and inertial deflection. Okay. Giving people an 18 is always nice. That thing is a regular barrier. On damage, we open up with a special power You Need Time to Heal. Support. When Dr. Cecilia Reyes uses it, after resolutions, that character modifies its defense by +X until your next turn, where X is the number of action tokens. Okay, all right. Then that then gives way to Raider support. Okay, all right. That's a solid 30 points. I'm not even gonna lie. That is definitely a solid 30 points. I do kind of want to see what her look again at her. Yeah, an 11 attack for the whole dial with support. Yeah, okay. That's great actually. I'm all for it. Combine her and Tessa. Ooh. Tessa boosts someone up by someone's combat value by +1. Oh, they take one unavoidable damage. Next turn. Oh, here comes Cecilia Reyes. Rocking some support to heal them at least. To heal them. Moving on to the next booster. We got one new figure out of this one. It looks like. We did also get our first duplicate rare. And it's actually a rare I really kind of intend to keep hold of, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Oh, we did, however, get a team-up card, so, alright. Okay. So, our duplicate rare was Raza. Then we got ourselves another Dr. Aaliyah Gregor. Another Beast and another Rachel Gray. And we got a team-up card for Beast, which we will be looking at here momentarily. I'll be honest, I hope to never see team-up cards on a Spider-Man set, because you basically just do an entire set of... You could easily do 100 team-up cards just for Spider-Man. Alright, so we got Rachel, we got Beast. Looking now, Beast team-up card. Team-up, Iceman, Angel, or Archangel. And or. When establishing teams, Beast and the listed characters again the Defender's keyword and Defender's team ability this game. Okay, alright. Iceman, Angel, and Beast were members of the Defenders and Champions after in the 70s. So yeah, that makes sense. All right, so our one new figure from this booster, Zorn, and this is Zorn from Moira's ninth lifetime. Comes in at either 90 points or 30 points. Has the X-Men team ability as well as the Horsemen, X-Men, and Future keywords. We got a trait, Gravity Well. Plasticity, Knockback. When Zorn knocks back an opposing character, reverse the direction of knockback. Basically, they're knocked towards him. So he can basically, he pulls in like an opposing ranged figure. Potentially speaking. Looking at his dial, we get a click of Running Shot, followed by a couple clicks of Sidestep, then Running Shot and a couple clicks of Sidestep. On attack, you get some Telekinesis, followed by some Pulse Wave. Alright. I like how you get 11, 10, 9, 9, 10, 11. On defense, all he has is a special power, Event Horizon. Initial Deflection, Toughness. Opposing characters in 4 squares in line of fire must break away as if they were adjacent to Zorn. And keep in mind, he's got plasticity as well. So, yeah. That means, generally speaking, they got to roll a 6 to get away. Then we've got Leadership, followed by a couple of Ranged Combat Expert. Okay, alright. Not too shabby. Okay. Moving on to our next booster. Should be another Prime in here. Probably another couple super rares, I think. Okay. Yep, we got ourselves another super rare. Oh, we got a couple. We got a couple new figures. Okay, all right. We got Maggot first, another super rare, and we also managed to pull a rare and a super rare out of a single booster, which occasionally does happen, not always, but sometimes. We also got Ch'od of the Starjammers. So now we're just needing Sikorsky, or we also got ourselves another Emma Frost. We got another Dr. Leah Gregor. And we get ourselves another Bishop. I think this might actually be our first duplicate, our first extra Bishop. Somehow it is. Okay. After Call Revival card. Okay, so starting off with Ch'od. Basically the muscle of the Starjammers. Raza's the scalpel. Ch'od's the hammer. Ch'od comes in at 90 points. He has the Starjammers, Monster, Pirate, and Warrior keywords. He also has improved targeting, ignores and destroys blocking terrain. We also have 2 traits. First off, Protector of the Swashbuckling Space Pirates, which gives him Defendant Enhancement. When he's enhancement, friendly characters the Starjammer's keyword modify damage by +2 instead, much like how Raza has Empower and modifies damage by 2 instead. Next up is Kree, my pet. When Ch'od starts the game, generate a Kree bystander that gains the Starjammer's keyword. Kree has plasticity, poison, and super senses, and is tiny. Alright. So, looking at his dial, we get a few clicks of running shot, followed by a few clicks of charge. Nothing on attack to start with, but he clicks into super strength and then Blaze Claw's fangs. Defensively speaking, we got a few clicks of invulnerability, followed by a few clicks of toughness, and 18 for the entire dial, so that's nice. Damage-wise, we have a couple clicks of range combat expert, a blank click, followed by a few clicks of close combat expert. Okay, alright, not too shabby. And now, we've got Maggot. So Maggot's one of the stranger X characters. See these maggots on him? Those are his... Well, that's his digestive system. Yeah. Anyway, Maggot comes in at 40 points, has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Generation X, X-Men, and Animal keywords. We have 3 traits. First off, it's kind of gross. Free, generating an E or meanie bystander unless Maggot's bystander of that name has been KO'd. Each has max 1. But it's how I live. Free, remove an adjacent E or meanie bystander from the map. If you do, remove all that bystander's food tokens and give them to Maggot. Finally, my digestion is weird. Free. Remove a food token and choose one. Heal 2 clicks, or this turn Maggot can use charge and modifies his combat values by +1. Okay, alright. Looking at his dial, we get a few clicks of sidestep, followed by a couple clicks of stealth. Nothing on attack. Full run of super senses. A click of probability control, and some mid-late dial perplex. We got Eenie and Meanie. They're tiny, they both have charge. Eenie has combat reflexes and exploit weakness. Meanie has poison and combat reflexes. They both have the trait external mouth. When they hit, they're given a food token. Okay. Also, they're both autonomous. Okay. Moving on to our next booster. Okay, we got 2 new ones. Another duplicate rare. Our duplicate rare in this case is Iceman, which makes me happier than you can know. Go from hardly being able to pull the guy out above a common or uncommon to pulling 2 out of a single case. We got Hepzibah, which gives us all but 1 of the Starjammers. And we've got Psylocke. And this is the Betsy Braddock Psylocke, not Quanon. Though they do look alike, because reasons. Got ourselves on a Trinary. And another of the common Sunspot. Okay, so... we're going to start off with Psylocke. Psylocke comes in at 50 points, has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Brotherhood of Mutants, Hand, X-Force, X-Men, Assassin, and Martial Artist keywords. We have 2 traits, the Beaten CIA trait, same as all the other X-Force members, and Psychic Mind Blade. Blaze Claw's Fangs. When she hits with a close attack after resolution, she can use Mind Control at no cost. Okay. Looking at her dial, we have a few clicks of charge, followed by a few clicks of sidestep. We got nothing on attack, but she does have. But she got that trait, so she does at least have blades. Defensively, we open with a click of willpower. We got a few clicks of combat reflexes and back to willpower. On damage, we open up a few clicks of Empower, followed by a few clicks of Enhancement. Okay, alright. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Next, we've got Hepzibah. Hepzibah, I don't think we've also seen her since Critical Mass either. So it's been a long time since we've had her. Hepzibah comes in at 60 points. She has the Starjammers, X-Force, Animal, Martial Arts, Pirate, and Spy keywords, as well as improved movement, ignores hindering training characters. We have a trait, fast as the swashbuckling space pirates, used for Sidestep and Perplex. She may use Perplex a second time each turn, but only to target another friendly hero with the Starjammers keyword. Okay, alright, I dig it. Looking at her dial, we open up with a few clicks of special speed power, fancy footwork. Charge. When Hepzibah hits after resolution, she may move up to 3 squares. Okay. That's followed by leap climb. On attack, we open up with a few clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs, followed by a few clicks of Precision Strike. Defensively speaking, we open up with a few clicks of Super Senses, followed by a few clicks of Combat Reflexes. Damage-wise, we get a few clicks of Exploit Weakness, followed by a few clicks of Close Combat Expert. Alright, okay. Not too shabby. Now, her affiliation with X-Force, after the story Rise and Fall of the Shi'ar, or Fall and Rise of the Shi'ar Empire, she ended up trapped on Earth for a while with the X-Men, and in fact, she was part of the when Cyclops formed the initial X-Force lineup to go after Cable during the Messiah Complex. She was part of the lineup because of her animal senses. Anyways, moving on. She got injured during the Messiah Complex, however, and was benched for a while, and eventually would just go back into space. It also helped that somehow Corsair came back from the dead. Because that was another thing. He had been killed, and so, yeah. There we go. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, okay. Well, just one more newbie. So no duplicates in this booster. We got another Common Forge. We got another Elixir, another Douglock, another Emma Frost. And we also did get a new figure who we'll be looking at here in a moment. Karima. Let me go ahead and put everyone else there. Man, that's at least our second Emma Frost after Emma Frost. I mean, I'm not complaining, but still, you know. Alright, so Karima, aka Omega Sentinel. Karima Shandapar. She was Omega Sentinel. She was briefly recruited as a member of the X-Men. She also got co-opted by the psionic entity known as Malice. To become digital. And as Malice, she joined the Marauders during in the lead up to and during Messiah Complex. So Karima comes in at 75 points, has the Sentinel, X-Men, Detective, and Robot keywords. We got 2 traits. Oh, she also has improved targeting, ignores elevated terrain, hindering terrain, and characters. 2 traits. Tailored Bioblast. When Karima hit targets can't use stop clicks this turn, and you may choose a standard attack power. She can use that power until she chooses again. Next up is Ray's Shielded, which gives her inner shield deflection. Looking at her dial, we get a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a couple clicks of Facing Teleport. We get some Precision Strike. We got Indomitable on defense. She is a robot. We get a few clicks of Vulnerability, followed by a couple clicks of Toughness, and an end dial click of Regeneration. Damage-wise, we got nothing until the last couple clicks where we have a couple clicks of Ranged Combat Expert. Okay, alright. That's that booster. 2 more to go. Let's wonder what we'll get. Place your bets, people. Place your bets. Another super rare, another prime. Whole lot of nothing. We shall see. We got Maggot. And it's another super rare. In fact, that's the only new figure from the booster. I'm kind of surprised. Well, I mean, yeah, we've had plenty of the basics and X-Men ones, but still. Maybe it'll be like an X-Force booster I'd end up picking up, or a... Alright, so we got ourselves another Bishop. Yet another Sinister Clone. And these guys just really flesh out the Marauders. The old school Marauders line up nicely. Nice little bits of fodder. Another Tempest, and I think that's our second Tempest. Yeah, this is our first extra Tempest. So that makes for 2 members of the 5 that we've got extras of. So it looks like we're not getting all of the 5 out of this case. And we did get yet another elixir as well. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at Captain Britain. Bessie Braddock having taken on the role as her brother. Basically, the sword of the amulet came to her. She picked the amulet because her brother had been taken over by Morgan Le Fay. My name is Captain Britain. Here comes in 80 points or 30 points. Has the X-Men team ability, as well as the Excalibur, X-Men martial arts, and mystical keywords. 2 traits. Excalibur, Mystical Protectors. This is basically a shared trait for Excalibur. Mystics, but only triggers during range attacks, and she has protected Mystics as well. Telepathic Coordination. Leadership. When Captain Britain uses leadership and succeeds, she may also remove an action token from a friendly character within range with the X-Men or Excalibur keyword. Her range is only 3 squares, but still, it's not bad. Looking at her dial, we've got a long block of charge, followed by a couple of plasticity. Decently sized block of the special power Psionic Arming Sword, which Blaze Claw's Fangs. Once per turn, when she uses it, you may choose to reduce the d6 roll by 1 or 2. Choose before rolling. If you do, decrease the target's combat values by the same amount until your next turn. Okay, alright. Then that gives way to regular Blaze Claw's Fangs. She's got Indomitable. We get a few clicks of Impervious, followed by a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a couple clicks of Combat Reflexes. On damage, we open up with a long block of Exploit Weakness, followed by a few clicks of Outwit. Okay, alright. I like her. I like her a lot. Alright, so let's take a look at our last booster. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of just like, hey, I'm honestly pleased with what I got in the case. So, I am more than pleased with what I pulled out of the case. And that other case, it's gonna have a lot of work. It's gonna have to do a lot of work to impress me. And it's no, not a. It's not a completely duplicate booster. Thankfully. Just mostly, again. So we got ourselves another Storm. Another of the Common Forge, another the Uncommon Psylocke, another of Elixir. And we also got Cyclops. Come on. Alright. We also got ourselves a Storm Team-Up card. But first, we'll take a look at Cyclops. His spiffy new black and blue outfit. I dig it. I dig it. He comes in at 75 points. He's got the X-Men team ability, as well as the Star Jammers, X-Factor, and X-Men keywords. As well as improved targeting, may make ranged attacks out of adjacency, including the target adjacent opposing characters. He's a trait Sibling Rivalry. Leadership. Once per turn, when a friendly character named Havoc hits, modify Cyclops' combat values by +1 this turn. Okay. Alright. I guess. Looking at his dial, we open up a few clicks of special speed power. You will forget who you are for a minute. Force Blast and Sidestep. When Cyclops hits with a range attack, after resolutions, all hit targets can use Battle Fury until your next turn. That then gives way to Running Shot. We get some Energy Explosion followed by Penetrating Psychic Blast. On defense, we've got Indomitable. Then some Toughness followed by Inertial Deflection. On damage, we got a few clicks of Ranged Combat Expert. Honestly, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Psylocke, Storm. So, Storm's Team Up. Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, and Nightcrawler. If one or more listed friendly characters are on the map, Storm and listed friendly characters can use support. If two or more are on the map, opposing characters within 3 squares in line of fire to them can't use Phasing Teleport, Pulse Wave, Defend, and Support. Okay, alright. That's nifty. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, that's it for our... That's the case, but we're not done just yet. You still got one more video in this unboxing series to go. But that's all for right now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.